Some effect is already baked in. For example, with one of Britain's biggest exports, higher education. Chinese students, whose fees have been a huge part of many universities' incomes, may not be here in the same number. If this all sounds abstract, our reporter Dan Johnson has been looking at whether and how a great uncoupling might affect British universities and towns.
Sherlock Holmes, Harry Potter, and J.K. Rowling, Shakespeare.
Henry Jarre knows what he likes about the UK.
I don't know whether Benedict Cumberbatch and Emma Watson and also Tom Hiddleston will watch the BBC News, but I would like to show, on behalf of most students and people in China, show my appreciation towards them.
But the lure of British culture isn't enough to overcome concerns about the virus. So for the moment, he's staying put in Shenzhen.
I was planning to study in University of Manchester. My plan has been a little bit ruined or a little bit destroyed. Considering the online teaching or outbreak of the coronavirus, all the stuff, I'm going to try to apply for university in Great Britain next year.
1 in 4 overseas students is Chinese. They're by far the biggest group. So that could really hit universities and cities that have come to rely on higher international fees.
Still a multi-billion pound question about whether Chinese students, East Asian students, will come to the UK.
Manchester is one of those, and researchers here have found a poor perception of how we've dealt with the virus, concerns about racist abuse, and a question mark over the value of courses that are likely to be taught online. Miguel Lim and Ying Yang are from the University of Manchester.
It's more than just about the money. It's about the human concerns and the concerns over experiences, their learning experience, as well as their experience of safety that universities should be thinking about.
Some communications from certain universities for the prospective students was still inconsistent or insufficient. They feel confused or anxious.
Sheffield's World Snooker Championship, held at the Crucible, is massively popular in China and has helped build the city's links, bringing students and money. On the edge of the city centre, Jerry Chung is the driving force behind a massive new development due to be completed this month.
As you can see in front of us, the office building, we have a big plaza with about 25 shops. We have 650 self-contained apartments for the students, and is nicknamed the Sheffield Chinatown.
But without students, the fortune for Sheffield's Chinatown doesn't look so good.
We are screwed.
Really? It's that bad?
Very bad. It's keeping me awake at night. Students are very, very key for us because our investment is China investment, inward investment, and that's what makes this project viable as well.
My parents would say, I'm not safe here. They would prefer me to go back. The reality is I don't want to go back.
Back in Manchester, even those already here have faced the student dilemma. Momo Yu's been here for a year and decided to stay. But what if she was still in China?
I would say if I were them, I might defer my offer because I have to evaluate whether my investment on this experience is worth.
Estimates of the impact range from £500 million to over £2 billion. So some universities have been chartering planes and arranging quarantine hotels in the hope of reassuring students. But business links, cultural ties, tourism, there's much more at stake here. With issues like Hong Kong and Huawei raising tensions, students could find themselves part of increasingly complicated international relations.
Dan Johnson on the fragile economic relations that have become very, very important in towns and cities.